dear colleagues and partners. I'm Alina Maslova, and I will be moderating our talks today. Welcome to the online conference Networking High Sustainable World. Let's listen to our Spanish guest. It's very interesting to provide an international connection, international communication. Ekaterina Markelova. Ekaterina Markelova is founder of Nanoresonance Industries. And now we will figure out about the so-called frequency-based technologies for clean water and energy. Let's figure out what is it. Hello, Ekaterina.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure being here at this conference and listening to all your talks. Let me share my screen while we're solving technical questions. I'm based in Barcelona, in Spain. Our company is based in the United States, and originally I'm from Russia. So it's international cooperation. And as well as my studies, I studied in Russia, then in Germany, then in France, then in Canada, and then in Spain. So I think my lifestyle is always learning something new. And hopefully today I will share some of my biggest inspirations and motivation. Please let me know if you can see well my screen.
Yes, we can see. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. So today I would like to share about our new technologies that are based on frequencies and the resonance. And we apply these technologies to treat water and also to produce clean, sustainable, and even regenerative energy. And our mission is innovation in resonance with humans and nature for the fifth industrial evolution. And I would like to highlight that it's not a revolution that we are looking for. We are looking into the evolution of technologies along with human consciousness. And this is very important part or even heart of our consortium, that we are not only developing the technologies, we are also closely interacting with all the stakeholders that can be influenced, impacted, or collaborate with us. So as I already mentioned, I'm an international guest here, and I have 2 PhDs in Earth, Environment, and Universe from University of Waterloo in Canada and University Grenoble-Alpes in France. And I'm an expert in biogeochemistry, which is an interdisciplinary field itself. I'm currently a professor at the Samara University in Russia, where I teach sustainable business strategies to master students and also to professors. I'm teaching the qualification classes for professor at the Samara University. I'm an educator at National Geographic because my biggest passion is science communication. Being from science, I know how it is painful to produce a very high quality research that will be buried in the libraries. So my passion is really to communicate and bring this knowledge to policymakers. I'm also a consultant and advisor, and my recent projects have been with Underwater Gardens International here in Barcelona, where I was responsible for circular economy of water management at the water parks, bringing consciousness and education about the meaning of water to us and us to water cycle. I also actively participate with Nuclear Transparency Project in Canada, where I provide environmental impact assessment of nuclear generation facilities and nuclear waste management on environment with respect to water, surface water and groundwater. And sometimes I'm involved in policy and standards development on environmental sustainability, but I hope it will be, in the future, I will have much more opportunity in that. And right now, and today, I will be speaking about nanoresonance industries, hydroresonance, a little bit about resonance labs, and altogether it's called Nanoresonance Consortium, where I'm Chief Sustainability Officer and in future President of Resonance Labs. I would like to start with something fundamental that I think is important to move beyond, that we can move and do even better than just sustainable development or sustainable technologies. We can do regenerative technologies. And on this graph, I summarized basically the direction or navigation for the development, where we start from the degeneration of our biosphere when we do business as usual, so it's called, where we basically don't even know about our environmental footprint. Then we move into the green business, where we start thinking, okay, maybe myself and my company has environmental footprint, but maybe we already start counting our footprints, carbon footprint, water footprint, but it's still without the action. It's basically awareness. And then sustainability is basically the level is zero, and the um, promo is basically do not harm. It's do not produce negative impact to the environment. And we know that already we are beyond the planetary boundaries. So we don't have time simply to be sustainable, which is good, but we have to look forward and try to restore and even regenerate. And what is the difference to me and to it is based on one study that I mentioned basically in my last paper that you can see the reference in the right corner. Well, the difference between restoration and regeneration is restoration where we restore losses. For example, we plant a forest or we clean the ocean. But this is basically the action by only one type of the stakeholders. For example, policymakers or technology developers. And regeneration is really when we go deeper into the education and communication to change the habits or everyday habits that led to the degradation of the biosphere at the first hand. So it's increasing the consciousness of people to become responsible and to understand the cause effect thinking. So this is a true regenerative when the technologies of humans co-evolve with nature altogether. And basically, if we look into the sphere that I draw around this navigation map, is that we can speak about the business, and sometimes we forget what is sustainability means to the business. And in contrast to other speakers, my focus is environmental pillar. So what it means for me, so environmental sustainability, it's sustainability, but ability of what? Ability of biosphere to regenerate itself. Because we always hope that when we pollute water or air, that nature will take care of itself. And this ability is called regeneration. So now it's time to move from the biosphere level to regeneration of our technologies and mind. And as a Russian scientist, 100 years ago, he already wrote his very famous works, first on the biosphere, where he united the differentiated sciences on physics, hydrology, chemistry, geology, and he created the science of biogeochemistry. And I'm proud to be a biogeochemist because he sees the biosphere as an organism. It's a self-maintaining organism. And we are, as a part of this organism, we are bringing not only something sustainable like, let's say, animals. They do not harm, but we are different from animals. We have our mind and the power to create. So he called this power of creation noosphere, where the science reunites with awareness. And I believe that moving from sustainability to regeneration is moving from biosphere to a noosphere. So that's why the Nanoresonance Consortium is really looking to support and inspire new innovative solutions by providing new sustainable infrastructure to balance social and economical development by providing clean energy and water. And all our technologies are based on magnetic resonance and frequencies. We provide different services, energy, water, and today I would like to focus on some of them. But before going to the services, I would like to tell that We are working with the matter at the molecular and even pico level. And by applying these methods, we are changing the molecular structure. So if you think about the water molecule, we are not only removing some additives like pollutants or microorganisms from water, we are working with the water molecule itself, and we are changing the angle and hydrogen bonding between hydrogen and oxygen. And this is fundamentally changes the thermodynamic parameters of water. For example, surface tension, electron density, the heat capacity. These are the key indicators of the resonant water, so-called after our treatment. So for our technology, we don't use any chemicals, and our message is that it's non-chemical water purification, detoxification, desalination. Instead, we are using electrochemical methods, quantum physical processes, and we target the molecular or even pico processes. We apply electric current, resonance, and frequencies, as well as mechanical vibration and inductance. So all our technologies are based on the physical rather than chemical processes of water. Of course, it has influence on the chemistry as well, but the way we target it, we apply physics. And that's why we create eco-friendly technologies that can be applied for industry, urban application, agriculture, drinking water, and restoration, even rivers. A little later, I will mention about our hydropower, that we are not only creating the energy out of flowing river, we're also cleaning river. So it's a double benefit. And here, just a diagram of how from saline water or polluted water or from contaminated water, we create clean, desalinated, or disinfected water. And basically, our technologies, they provide savings in energy, which is the first interest for the companies and industries. Because unfortunately, sustainability is interesting to big players only when it brings economic profits. And thankfully, we provide this economic profits. So that's why we have a big interest from big companies who work with heat and cooling systems. And it's basically almost every energy producing companies. Our also technologies provide faster processes. I will tell a little bit later about this. And since we are not using chemistry, we don't need chemical additives, so we don't need to pay for them. We don't create polluted waste. We don't have to pay for treating it. And basically, when we create or alter the water, the resonant fluids, they become cleaning agents for the piping system itself. So the piping system and other technologies such as hydroturbines, they do not need maintenance. So there are many, many benefits at different levels of sustainability. And here I just demonstrate some of the equipment that we apply for treatment of fluids. It is fluid conditioner, it is Flagger, zero bacteria, and UPOD and ozone generators. And you can always read more about our technologies at the website, nonresonance.org. You will see the web links at the end. To summarize the benefits of our frequency-based technologies, we have the experience of more than 25 years, but it is slowly getting attention and acknowledgement. So we are being recognized mainly only for last 5 years, and we see the big demand right now. So I would say it's emerging technology and it's very solid innovation. As I already mentioned, is environmentally friendly method. We produced almost no sludge, so it's low waste technology. We do not require chemicals, so we don't produce any pollution while treating pollution, which is sometimes ridiculous. When we clean water by adding chlorine, which is hazardous not only to our health, but also environment, it is a little bit, I would say, out of age to contaminate water during the cleaning the water processes. We produce faster processes, and for example, desalination is faster because there is also reduction in the pressure to the membrane. Because again, we are changing the water structure, so it has different properties to be passed and pushed through the membrane. And it, on one hand, creates energy savings up to 10%. And on the other hand, you don't need to replace the membrane that often. So it's a longer use of the materials, which we always want in our circular economy. It also provides the effect on the scaling of pipes and hydro turbines. So this equipment does not need maintenance. And in general, it has very low environmental footprint and provides low greenhouse gas emissions. Just to mention about our dynamic hydropower, that is also called run of the river. And what is most important for me is that we are not damming the river, because scientific studies show that the changes is not only into fish migration, but also in the quality of the sediment and the quality of the water. And because when we do not allow the water flow and we block the water, it accumulates the toxins and basically creates a new environment that is harming for a local ecosystem. Instead, we do a bypass, and it's called run of the river. And we also merge this technology with our new types of the modernized hydro turbines. And along with the nanoresonance technologies, we able to use less water to provide more energy. We use Kaplan and Francis turbines that already increase the energy efficiency by 30%. By applying the non-invasive water treatment, we improve water quality and restore river flow. And soon we are opening the resonance labs that I mentioned, and I will be the president. And the main focus is basically the water management and sustainability circular economy. In water management, we will provide the trainings for business, further education, workshops, international schools. And in this sector of sustainability and circular economy, we will provide the solutions to use, for example, water circular economy, how to use waste as a new water for irrigation or industrial application, even for drinking. We would like to combine the experts and invite experts to join our consortium to raise awareness on sustainable technologies, especially in water and energy sectors. We would like to promote the governmental changes and policy changes and certification with regard to environmental sustainability and regeneration. With the sustainability itself, I believe we can contribute to environmental impact, creating decarbonization technologies, as well as create social impact and involve all the stakeholders to increase awareness and responsibility. My passion is science communication, so that it can be heard by policymakers and everyone who are taking decisions can be informed, such as even us in everyday habits. And ideally, we would like to create within the next 5 years a new ISO standard on the resonant water as the model for the regenerative technologies. We are covering, that's why, different and various sustainable development goals, and we have some priorities, some secondary goals, but of course we would like to target not only environmental sustainability, but also social and economic. And you can always find me on my email or our web address. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer and to discuss. And anyway, if you don't have questions now, maybe you can have them later, Right now, we are hiring different experts, and I will be publishing it at LinkedIn pages. Sorry, I didn't place here my LinkedIn page, but you can find me by my name. And not only hiring, but we also would like to collaborate with the community of sustainable experts in different disciplines. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Ekaterina. You touch a lot of different fields, and it's amazing. I'd like to answer. I explore your website, and I found very interesting practical solutions. As far as I understand, it's called Nanobell. Am I right?
Yes, this is our smallest technology.
Uh-huh.
I don't have it with me here. Well,
Yeah, I would like to. I would
yeah.
like to show. Yeah, I would like to
No,
demonstrate
I
my.
will bring it just just a second.
Sure. It's very interesting. It's like a pen, and as far as I understand the technology, you should put it in a glass of water, and it cleans the water, or it cleans the water, or something like that. Yeah, let's figure out how it works. It's interesting.
Well, this is the nanobell. It is our smallest technology, and it is made of the rare earth elements. They're inside. In the amount and qualities, chemical and physical properties that altogether create the extremely low frequencies, which are in resonance with the Schumann resonance. And it is creating the electromagnetic field and covered by medical grade silver. So this field is about 60 centimeters around the nanobell. And basically every matter that is in this area of this device, it is getting the harmonization or resonance between this area and the Schumann resonance. And Schumann resonance is the frequency of our planet. In solar system, every planet has its own unique frequency. So it is as a finger footprint for the space energies to interact with our ionosphere and biosphere and lithosphere and even the core. So this device is basically the ringing, the frequency of our planet. And by default, the frequency of our planet is for harmonization of all living beings. So this device helps to harmonize and bring to this primary state of initial frequencies any kind of matter. It could be water, and for water, I put it in the jar with my water, and not only changing the frequency of water, it also affects the chemical parameters. When we speak about water nowadays, we mainly speak about chemistry of water, saying if it is too much of chlorine or pesticides or heavy metals. And basically, we speak about microbiology of water. We are speaking about if there are pathogens that can be harmful to our microflora. But with this device, I would like also to open new field that is physics of water, because with this device, changing the structure of water, we are changing the thermodynamics of water. And this is basically the surface tension. It is decreasing, and it is become similar to the surface tension of our biological water inside of the cells. So this water becomes more bioavailable for drinking, for example, or for plants. And what I also wanted to mention, from the chemical point of view, this provides oxidation. Basically, all of everything what can be degassed from water is degassing, such as chlorine, for example, or nitrate as a pollutant can be oxidized. Oh, well, actually, this can be reduced to nitrous gas. So all the gases that can be produced are going through transformation as a cathode and anode on the positive and negative charges of this device. And I can also bring it as a necklace because it also has impact to water inside of me. So this is a personal device, and actually we are not selling it to big clients. Is more like a personal communication. And this device helps me to start communication. What is water? what we means to water, what water means to us. And yeah, this helps me to start basically to open the talks with wide audience who are not interested in sustainable or regenerative technologies at all. So this is more like human-friendly technology that everyone can use at home.
Thank you very much, Ekaterina. It's very interesting.